The Bitter Truth by Evanescence, 12 songs, 47 minutes long.
Evanescence has been a
They've
while.
been around for a long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's been like since their last proper album. It was like 2011, since like the last one. There are a couple things like Synthesis and Synthesis Live that were like Synthesis was a different project in 2017 that I think was a little bit separate. But what I was reading from about the Bitter Truth, if I remember correctly, is that this was the first album that she'd really worked on, the lead singer, since having her son.
Yeah.
And she's like 6 now. He's like 6 now or whatever. And so it was another one of those things where an artist takes a little while away from their music to experience life and come back to the music with a new, refreshed sense of going about things, as opposed to just churning crap out every single year, which happens in all genres. We talk about it a lot in the mainstream genres because it's just so an affront to the art that's in mainstream. But this is where a case where you're getting it mostly for the better here. So it's 12 songs, 47 minutes long. I think you said that already.
Yes.
Because we usually do. And it starts with Artifact the Turn, which is a nice, like, sort of soft sort of intro to Leads into Broken Pieces Sunshine, which is everything Evanescence fans expect.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
It's really nice.
It's nice because it says, they say true to their sound, it's hard rock, hard rock metal-ish. Her voice is fucking fantastic still, really, really good.
Yeah.
So there is some good, right after the game, right after Broken Pieces' third track, The Game Is Over, is where I started to get into this album. I really enjoyed that track, where that's like a solid Evanescence song, but it's not like cookie cutter from their older stuff per se, but a little bit more substance within the lyrics and everything in there. So Evanescence fans of old and of recent will definitely enjoy this album for sure for what it is. And then after The Game Is Over, you have Yeah Right, which is also a pretty good track as well. And then going on, skipping a little forward, you have Wasted on You, which is
it's their lead single.
Yeah, which I think might be their best track. Other than, I did like Yeah Right, where it's that one they're kind of like experimenting a little bit in the beginning. So they do that a lot with the tracks in this album, where the first maybe 45 seconds to a minute the track is slower or whatever. They might experiment a little bit, and then they get into like the solid rock of essence of the song itself. And that definitely happens on Wasted on You, where Wasted on You starts off with that like just vocals, slow piano in the beginning, maybe the first 40-45 seconds, and then after that, then it builds into this solid rock sound throughout. So, which I like.
Yeah, I felt like it had sort of like a creep progression almost, with like the way she was singing about it.
Yeah.
But like it's been used in like
it's been used a bit,
lot.
Yeah.
So, but like it's a really nice sort of thing that goes really well together. I liked the second half of the album more than the first half generally, and it started with "Wasted on You." I think
because it slowed down a little bit, and that's when they got to that's when they experimented more with like the substance of each track, where the production was kind of the same throughout it, which is fine because it's coherent and it's cohesive. But each of the track, like it wasn't just rock in your face the entire time. It'd slow down and speed up. It'd be more of a roller coaster ride through each track.
And it's like I generally liked that from old Evanescence. It's just more just like I wanted to see more of an evolution. Also, to make sure I wasn't going crazy, I checked. Amy Lee told Kerrang! Magazine in the cover story that she considers Bitter Truth to be their 4th album and not Synthesis. And I'm not sure exactly what the thing is, but like it's their 5th album overall.
Yeah, because that's what I thought too. Okay, so.
But I'm not sure why. Maybe it's that like creative, refreshing aspect of it. Maybe someone should read that in that interview and figure that out. I'm not going to steal their magazine reads. They probably need it. Magazine. So like I said, really like Better Without You, and the way it sort of kind of rides that blend of a little bit experimental with heavy rock, but still keeping what keeps Evanescence really nice. Experimental, not like what we just heard a little bit of a tease from the Horrors, let's say, but definitely well within mid to late 2010s.
Yeah, exactly. So
really nice.
I like how the album ends. I think it's pretty solid with Part of Me and Blind Belief. Part of Me is more of that like looping it back to the beginning of the album, but that more of like straight harder rock towards it. And then the last track, Blind Belief, if I could speak English, then it's like it starts off like that instrumental piano, and that one is kind of like basically really wrapping everything up where it has like elements of the first half of the album, elements of the second half of the album into one track to really wrap it up. So
Yeah.
overall, I think it's a very good effort. I think it's a solid album since they haven't made one in a long time. I was surprised to see them on the list for 2021, but it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's really solid. I think people will. It's not too much change.
No, no, no.
It's
It's enough change to not be just like a cookie cutter or like sound way too old into their own sound, but it's enough of a refresher. Mainly the lyricism of it. It's more of a refresher on a like reflection on life and all these other aspects into it, and the musicality of it's still pretty good. So it's enough change to have a band that's been around for 15, 20 years or so. To at least have some type of impact on a year. So
yeah,
overall, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Arbitrary scale that we do every single week because rating systems for song music is basically a pointless exercise. I'm gonna use the Amber Road.
Damn it! I was gonna say the Amber Road too.
Damn it! Oh, we often do this because we usually like.
Happens.
I mean, that means that codifies the score.
Yes.
That means it's a really good score. Amber has been traded since about 3000 before Common Era.
Yeah.
And so it's what do the kids say? Old but gold.
Old but gold, baby.
Yes. Also, kids don't say that. Really, just only old heads say that now. It's really good. And they're always talking about any rap music, any hip hop music that sounds good in one of those tape decks that you would carry around
That's hilarious.
in the 80s, like an Xer. Anyways.